Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
For the NAIA squad. Right, looking deep downfield, scrambling a little bit. Sees a man at the first down marker, is caught by number 18, Tyrus Alcorn. And two receivers at the same spot, but the play's made. Another first down for NAIA.
And I think your quarterback right there just showed that he's, just not a pocket passer, that he can get outside the pocket, rolling to his right, which is a strong side, and throwing the ball with precision. So, good-looking play right there.
And looking pretty sharp, the NAIA squad.
Yes, they are.
Already in D2 territory at the 42-yard line. There's a handoff brought down by big number 54. That's David.
Most effective.
Second down 9. Right, rolling to his left. Trying to find a guy deep. He has somebody over the middle. It is caught. Good coverage on the play, but Tyus Alcorn makes another catch. Takes it from the defensive back, Reed Miller, and another first down for the NAIA squad.
The ball kind of hung up just a little bit. You felt like there was going to be a break on it, and the offensive guy just made a better play than the defensive guy on it. So, your quarterback, he's showing that he can make some throws, but, that anytime you throw that ball over the middle, late or across your body and it floats a little bit, at some point in time, there's a good chance it's going to come back to bite you.
Well, you better do it early because late in the game they're going to figure it out. All right, handoff to Bowles. It's easier to coach these guys.
Exactly.
So second down and 9, no score. Right, looking to the end zone, rolling, has a man open at the 20. That is Lamont Johnson out of Waldorf. And making that tackle is David Jackpour.
Yep, heard his name a couple times, and he's one of those in-between type players. He's not very tall, 5'11", 220. He plays some defensive end and plays some outside linebacker. Yeah, I'm noticing what Division II All-Stars, somebody on the outside to be that fourth guy, even though they're not doing it here.
Third down and 7. Right, pushed out of the pocket, throws it up over the middle, and that's that throw you're talking about, Coach. And that might have been intercepted. It is caught in the end zone.
Yep.
So that ball floated, and he was tempting fate, flirting with disaster that whole first drive, and it came back to bite him with that throw.
Well, like you said, at some point in time, if you're going to get those throws completed, it better be early because they're going to pick up on it, and that's a perfect example of what you mentioned right there, that was able to happen.
And nice catch by that defensive back.
Yeah, you all have some hands, and they will make the play.
So leading the black team, the Division II team out, is Reed Miller. There's a quick handoff to Addie Brown out of Adams State. We're going to get about 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Yep, and there, head coach comes out and does exactly what he says. He's going to get in there and run some of the power game, and you saw an off-tackle power play straight out.
And Coach Walker's a defensive guy, so he likes to pound it out. With a quick handoff, and that is to Khalil Howard. Howard is stacked up at about the 25-yard line. So Miller out of Northwestern Oklahoma. Straight drop back pass. Hits his man short of the first down. That's David Walter, but he's going to be short. He's out of Michigan Tech. Brought down by C.J. Counts out of Graceland. And that's going to be 4th down and 2. And they're going to punt the football. Punting for the the Division II team will be Stetson Brochi out of Missouri Southern. From Cincinnati Christian will be fair catching the football. And actually, they're coming after it here. And that's going to be a run back. This might be a real game situation. It is. And what a kick. And Frost is in trouble. A net 70-yard punt. Wow. David Japour on the tackle. And now they rushed on that one. We weren't informed of that, so now it's going to be a real game.
Must be coaches' agreement. You think about a football jamboree in high school, where sometimes you got within the same jamboree, you got kicking games dead, kicking games live. And maybe even defensively, I'm seeing these teams showing 3-man and 4-man fronts. So maybe they're letting them be a little bit more multiple in what they're doing and making it really, like you said, a more game-like.
As the sun is coming right in the eyes of the punt returner. Handle is trying to get out of the end zone. He stopped at about the 2-yard line and popped down there. Damari Reynolds from Adams State got him.
And I'm telling you, that was a nice step up in there and hit that from your linebacker. Can't ask much more than that.
And they're selling out. The defense is selling out. This may be a place.
And you got a 3-man front with outside linebackers walked up.
Kerry Sellers in at quarterback. Quick throw. Caught by number 18, Tyus Alcorn, his 3rd catch of the day. Brought down by Justin Kaffenberger from Stonehill. And nice pass by Kerry Sellers.
Yep, just a little bit too much cushion out there after you have a successful first down like that. You don't want to give it up so easy. So, really what kind of filling out the level of the ability of the receivers they're going out against as well.
Sellers looks deep. He's in trouble. Is brought down at the 2-yard line by Drew Mallory. Mallory is a 6'3", 300-pound, or actually 6'3", 250-pound defensive end. Wow, came out of nowhere.
Nice speed off the edge right there. And I think what you'll find out sometimes in these games is that you ground, and I believe that's what you have in that case.
Sellers standing his own goal line, pitches it. Short gain by Bryce Collins.
Fine tackle right there.
Kevin Jones in on the stop, Southeastern Oklahoma product.
You see, they list him as a linebacker, but he's 205 pounds. So in essence, he's playing kind of a strong safety / linebacker spot. So whenever they kick their front left or right, depending on the strength of the formation, he steps up and he becomes that extra defensive end.
Division II NAIA All-Star game. Sellers straight drop back, throws a screen, and gets some of that yards back. Got back to about the original line of scrimmage, and they're going to have to punt the football. Well-designed play, but you're that far behind the sticks, it's going to be tough to get. And Darius Matthews from Dixie State runs him down and makes the tackle.
Not unusual in that situation. Screen or draw is something where you can gain some field position. So maybe you can get your punter up here to make the difference. Decent field position off of this kick.
Wind blowing to his face a little bit. Low kick. And should be no return, but we'll see. There will be a return. And that was Farmer being brought down quickly by number 31, Aaron Cooper. And Cayman Farmer, that was a dangerous play. He's only 5'5", 147. We're trying to make something happen in this All-Star game.
But you can't tell him that he can't make that
Nope.
return and
He's
take
done
it
it his
all the
whole
way.
career, I'm
He's got that
Caleb
love it.
Walton in at quarterback. So we're going to try to run it down your throat. See if you can stop it. And so far, so good. 2-yard gain. Novelty in this state of football, the way you throw the ball around. And there's a missed tackle, falling forward past midfield. And 74, Vita missed that tackle. Coming in with it was Alex Nishifer.
Yep.
So third down, 7.
Good-looking linebacker, 6'1", 240 pounds, perfectly built to play against and play in space or not.
So third down, 6 to go. A lot of pressure. Running to his left, going to be in trouble. Turns in position, rolls again, and just throws it away. And they did everything.
Formation, because those guys aren't going to help you much as far as covering is concerned.
Well, they let it go. And a high kick will be a fair catch at about the 10-yard line, and it's caught by your D2 guy. You don't want to lose the NAIA, I promise you that.
Oh, no.
Right back in at quarterback. Tries to get away, and it's about 2 or 3 yards, and that's going to be it. Brought down by Ricardo Housen. It's about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, did a good job. Again, the quarterback right there kind of impressed me the way he's able to jump around in there. He's good, quick feet. He avoided the sack and picked up positive yards.
Right, a little draw play. A little bit of a hole, about a 3-yard gain. 3rd down and 2. A little sweep left. And I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. Polis is stopped, and Ricardo Housen makes the play, and it's going to be 3rd down. And the punt unit comes on the field for the NAIA squad.
Well, they're definitely not sitting in a 4-3 or 4-2 defense. They got people walked up everywhere, so I'd say the gloves are off. We're going to play whatever.
So punting will be Dylan Barnes of Montana State Northwestern. And he hits a pretty good one. Knocks Farmer back to his 32-yard line. And he's trying to make something happen, but not going to today. And brought down by number 25. That's Michael Bolus, the running back.
Yep, he's on. Everybody plays special teams in the All-Star
Big hit.
games. If you're an athlete, you're out there. Now, that guy right there, I bet somewhere along the line he wasn't always a running back. I bet he played him some defense somewhere. You don't tackle like that without knowing what you're doing.
Full wide receiver set. In motion is Brown. Little swing pass to Brown. He's trying to get outside. The receivers are blocking. Not a good job blocking the receivers. They're going to be a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, I tell you what, might even been some holding out there. I'm just saying, you know, they let them kind of lock up and work against each other out there. But nonetheless, still a good defensive play there by Avery Ford. Did a good job of holding the edge, got off his
9 to go in the second. Another quick throw. In and out of hands, a little high. Intended for Andrew. Reed Miller wasn't ready for the snap, but got it anyway. He's rolling to his right. He has a little bit of room. He's going to get to the 1st down marker. He does. 1st down, Division II, and they mark it up at the 49-yard line. And just a broken play, and Miller just takes off and gets the 1st down.
When you have playing man coverage like you're doing right there, there's no one to account for the quarterback when he breaks contain.
Yeah, what an additional weapon to have.
Oh, yeah.
He's got offensive scheme.
He's got good enough wheels on him that if he can break contain, he can make things happen right there. Got to talk to him and tell him, don't let that guy get outside of you.
1st down, actually a fake, actually handed it off to Audie Brown. And Brown, territory. 2 running back set. Fake to Brown. Miller looking deep and just throws it away. Good coverage by the Miller, plenty of time. Takes a deep shot, incomplete. And could come down to it at the end. No rush here. Low kick and land about the 15-yard line and go out of bounds at the 9. Back at quarterback is Kerry Sellers. Looks like they're alternating their quarterbacks. Sellers looking downfield and gets brought down at the 1-yard line. And that is number 99, Darius Matthews from Dixie State. And a big sack, and they bring it back up to the 3. And Kerry Sellers, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Looked like he had got away from Matthews, but Sellers reminiscent of a little Doug Flutie there, number 2. Handoff.
Did you see what the defensive front did that time?
That was Jordan Frost.
Right before the ball was snapped, they moved. It's what we call stemming. They move from left to right. It confuses your offensive linemen up there and your backs, because believe it or not, the backs get a kind of a pre-snap read as to where the defensive front and the linebackers are lined up. So watch the Division II team and see if they continue to do that shifting or stemming. And that time it was very effective.
3rd down and 16 for the NAIA squad. And you're standing in your end zone. It's a tough play right here for the NAIA squad. Going to have to make something big happen. Sellers is brought down, and a defensive safety by number 55, Drew Mallory, and another defensive score this weekend.
We've seen plenty of those. How many we see? 4
last night, and a safety.
Safety here.
And again, you look at what set up that safety, and the punt that went down at the 9-yard line, then the big sack, and then the second sack, and just too much for the NAIA offense to overcome.
I knew you'd work that punter in there, but
I could do it for being a defensive guy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, take a chance, and they're going to punt this football. It should be a good return. And that's Jordan Frost, takes it at his own 15. He's to the 30, up to the 37-yard line and brought down, and that's where D2 will take over. That tackle was by Avery Ford out of Lindsey Wilson. He's 5'11", 180 pounds.
How good was that punt?
It's pretty good. The thing is, when a lot of people argue about, do you kick off or quick pass caught by Kamon Farmer, and Caleb Walton came in from Lockhaven, just hit him right in the stomach.
I tell you, that ball was put in a very tight window right there. That's a three, bang, 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 third step, throw that thing, and
usually an offense like that
ball.
Walton, there's a quarterback draw, and there's nowhere to go. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage on that one. 2nd down and 10, almost to midfield. And there's another run by the quarterback. Don't know if that was designed, but he looked for his read and took off. And that's Caleb Walton for actually it's a 9-yard gain, going to be 3rd down and 1. And that's the difference in the quarterbacks. Reed Miller, more the traditional drop back quarterback. And this Walton kid, he just looks like he's a gamer. He's one that can run the ball, throw the ball, whatever you want him to do.
Can I use the word?
Use it.
Moxie.
He's got moxie.
Beat him because he's not going to get beat. He doesn't like to get beat.
Hand off to Brown. 1st down and more. Breaks a tackle down to the 31-yard line. Is cleaned up by Aaron Cooper.
Nice run in there. Nothing fancy up front what they're doing. You got a guy that's 5'8", 190. You put a hat on a hat. You start pushing a little bit. And people laugh when I say this, but guys,
Howard's in the game at running back. There's a quick handoff to Howard. He breaks a tackle. He's to the 20. And Howard comes in with a little spark. Centrell Grayson in on that tackle. But, Coach, just busting through that first wave and get to the second level real fast.
Yeah, they've got a 4-man front, traditional 4-man front, at least inside. The center's uncut.
Stuff that happens.
Not always athletic ability.
So 1st down and 10, and that's a handoff to Howard around the left side. He breaks free and gets about a 5-yard gain, and they're just, like you say, they're leaning on this NAIA team. But Alex Schaefer on the tackle from Tabor.
Yeah, that's the outside zone there. And at first I was thinking to myself, now why would you want to run outside zone? But you saw number 24, his cutback lane down.
Handoff to Howard, and he gets nowhere. Stopped for the Division II team. There's a quick handoff to Addy Brown. Looks like. So a 32-yard field goal. Kicks up, and the kick is good. The D2 is Brian Franklin. He's out of Robert Morris. A high end-over-end kick. Taking it about the 16-yard line. Bobbled a little bit, and that is Centrell Grayson. And Grayson is brought down at the 40. But bobbled a little bit, had some promise, but brought down by Damari Reynolds.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm not sure if the bobble didn't help him a little bit. I think it made the guys on the Division II team kind of slow down for just a second and then allowed him to get that edge over there just a little bit.
A lot of big returns you see when they fumble it back at the 5 or 10-yard line and
Turned out good for him, though.
Wright back in at quarterback out of Langston College. And there's a design run for Wright, and Wright gets nowhere. May have lost a yard. And on that tackle was Caleb Watson out of Lockhaven. Texas Andrew Hernandez.
That was set up right there. It was a power play again. They're trying to run some type of counter in there. And number 7.
He's got the big tight end, Jack Noel, out there. White looking down the field. Sees nobody going to take off. He's got some room. He's to midfield, and he gets to the 48-yard line. Catch a deep pass here. Right, this time he hands it off to Frost. Frost breaks a tackle in the backfield and just wills his way for about a 6-yard gain, and that's Clayton Swint from Shorter College.
6-yard gain.
Great effort play right there, because he was, dead to right, so to speak. Somebody had him by his jersey. But again, I think what happened then is that the D2 guy slowed down. Oh, he's got the tackle.
Nothing.
Instead of
D2. Right, looking downfield, and he's going to take off and get nowhere. Big number 99 has him, but again, how did he get away from that?
Well,
elusiveness.
Inferior tackling position helped out a little bit too. I'm a stickler for tackling, you know that. But sometimes you get into all-star games, you get into a situation where, you got a quarterback and a defensive lineman, and maybe they don't use the best technique to make a tackle there, and I think that was probably some of what happened.
It's a 3rd down and 4. 3:10 to go. Right, looking downfield, and he's just getting out of trouble. Has a man wide open at the 30. Gets down to the 23-yard line. That is Bruce Thompson, brought down by Kevin Jones. And Thompson just looks like he found him a zone and kind of hung out and waited for Wright to find him.
Yeah, he just kind of sat down out there, just waited for everything to go around him. And he was just, once the quarterback escaped the pass rush out there from number 55, Drew Mallory, he just stepped to the outside and he just made a little easy pitch and catch.
Under 3 minutes to go in this first half. There's a little inside handoff to Bowles. And Bowles gets close to a first down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah,
could be a first down.
Almost a draw type play. The quarterback kind of shifted to his left, slid to his left a couple of strides and then handed it back in his belly.
It is a first down. Clock running, 2:37 to go. NAIA. Right, a little screen play out to Bowles. Bowles is stopped by Brooks Arthur.
Yep, jumped all over that one right there. Shifty little thing the quarterback did. I don't know if anybody picked that up. He looked to his receiver to our side of the field, the Booth side of the field, and he kind of gave him a little hand signal or something like, hey, me and you own something right here. Then he throws a screen to the other side. Offensive lineman.
So Mark Wright Jr. has a man, and that is Bruce Thompson, but he may have got
a quarterback here.
Throws to the end zone, knocked down, great play by number 9, it looked like. Bakari Blunt from Assumption, the Greyhounds.
The Greyhounds, yeah, put out a lot of good ball
from
players.
Assumption.
I tell you, he got up, he elevated right there. Not the tallest guy in the world, 5'10", but that time right there.
30-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. And the kick is, he might have missed that, to the right. Wide right. To figure out what they're going to do to confuse NAIA, and they just kind of dropped the ball and hand it off. Not going to work very well, and that's to Audie Brown.
It didn't come off like he wanted it to.
2nd down and 6. And at the Brown, he got a big hole up the middle, spins off a NAIA guy, gets a first down up to the 31. Clock's going to stop. Justin Koffenberger with the tackle. 33 seconds to go. And let's just see what they're going to do. Well, they do have 3 timeouts.
This is his mindset right here. We've got to lead. We had a big defense.
The clock running down. 15 seconds. Another handoff to Brown, and Brown is stopped for about a 2-yard gain, and that may be the final play of the first half. And we got a little baseball. A little bit wind picking up. And starting the second half will be Caleb Walton. Quick pass out to Kimon Farmer. Kind of a zone read. What do you call those? You had
RPO, run pass option. Quarterback puts it into the running back's belly, and if he sees that he's got a favorable pass to throw, he'll throw it instead of hand it off. So
A good first down pickup, 2nd down and 2. Ooh, and that was jumped by number 74, Serge Vita, out of Union College, 6'1", 266. And he, I want to say he was in the huddle with D2 there. He took off, and about 2 other guys were with him.
That's when you want to tell your quarterback, dog, you should have pulled that one right there. He came down so hard. Quarterback should have kept it. And actually, he'd had a
30-yard line. D2. There's a quick pull up, picked off. He could go the distance. One man to beat is knocked down, and 17 CJ Counts out of Graceland picked off all the way down to the 9-yard line, and the only thing that stopped him from the touchdown was Caleb Walton.
I'll tell you what a break on the ball right there. Quarterback just came out, didn't even really look to see what was there, and he jumped that route, made a great break on the ball. And
he was staring him down the whole time, even when he was faking the run.
Division II team can rise up and play
Kerry
defense.
Sellers takes the snap, pitch to the right, and nice pursuit by the D2 team. Corey Rogers gets nowhere out of Robert Moore. It's 5-0, but NAIA is threatening. There's a handoff to Michael Bowles. He's been that primary runner. Kerry Sellers at quarterback from Bethel College. Quick throw out to Rogers, and nowhere to go. And a little talk after. Number 45, Darvin McCauley from Adams State makes a tackle, and the NAIA team's got to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, I tell you, what a sure tackle in space out there. I really thought that was a mismatch. But
try this extra point from the right hash. Last time the kicker missed this, it wasn't him. But here is the kick, and that slides through.
You would think, too, we didn't have more points scored.
Low line drive kick. Going to be taken by Brown, and he's just going to let that thing go.
Best chance to win.
Well, back at quarterback is Reed Miller. Khalil Howard back there with him. They fake it to Howard, and incomplete. They don't blow it dead, and finally they do blow it dead, and that was a late whistle. South Carolina. 3 wide receiver set for D2. Miller looking down the middle of the field, throws it to the right. Great catch! And it is a catch by number 25, Ryan Pertrikis. And Pertrikis, what a catch by that young man. Brought down by Kirill Janadu.
I guess that's what you would call a back shoulder throw, except he almost had to screw himself in the ground to catch it. But the defensive back had great coverage.
Great coverage.
He was
by
where he
Avery
was supposed to
off
be.
And came back to his third option. And there's a quarterback draw. Got some good blocks. Breaks through, and looked like 25 might have pushed somebody in the back, but it's going to be about a 13-yard gain, and that is Justin Koffenberger with the tackle.
Yeah, I tell you, they're not. They told us last night, and it's carrying through today. The officials are going to let these guys play. They're not going to call anything unless it's very obvious. And of course, some things obvious to us might not be obvious, being up so high.
So 5-3, D2 down or up. There's a handoff to Howard. Howard, 6 yards.
He's a punisher too. I tell you,
he's
dropped
a
his
big
pads
kid,
that
210
time.
pounds.
Yeah, you know, and I said something about him in the first half running a little tall. I think somebody might have talked to him a little bit because he was definitely had his shoulder pads lower that time than he had on some previous.
Nice 7-yard gain. Now you almost got a free play like you said earlier. This time Miller keeps it, and he's got the first down at about the 31-yard line.
And did you see how quickly the defensive end, number 99, Darius Matthews, collapsed on the running back? That is a true zone read right there. The quarterback reads that defensive end. If he sees he turns his shoulders inside to pursue the back, he just pulls it out, and he's got that soft edge. So that's exactly how it's supposed to work right there.
Backfield with Reed Miller. Miller, not a very good throw, 32-yard line. Ooh, and Howard is hit, bounces off one, but can't get away with the D2 team led by Curtis Walker and the Catawba staff. Miller fakes, looking downfield, has a man, overthrown. It's up, and it is no good. Just Wright's going to stay in at quarterback. Inside handoff.
Kick it to one direction or the other and walk up an outside linebacker to be their fourth lineman.
Right, looking deep. There's a man down there. Throws into basically triple cover. Three-man front. Little jet sweep. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to have enough for the first down. He's going to be short of the first down.
I tell you, that's a great tackle.
Jordan Frost was stuffed, and they're going to pin on that spot. I thought he would be short. But he gets a favorable spot. It's going to be first down, and Frost takes that jet sweep inside handoff type and gets 9.5 yards. With that, but I don't agree with it. It's the showcase for these players, and they had the most possible time to play. Right, straight drop back. He's rolling. He's in trouble. Oh, my goodness gracious. And the catch was by Bruce Thompson, but nobody cares about that. The hit by Kevin Jones out of southeastern Oklahoma laid the wood. But I like the way 14, Bryce Thompson jumped back up and said, hey, I made the catch, big boy.
Well, I hate to say it, he will be on the highlight video of this particular game, whether he likes it or not.
Welcome to big hit. Second down and 9. Little screen.
Wow.
Read perfectly by Malcolm Jenkins.
To make that play.
Another third down play for NAIA. Right. Bounce back, trying to find somebody. Has a man over the middle. First down and more. Completed to Brad Connor. And that's going to be past midfield to about the 44-yard line. Another third down conversion for NAIA. Kirill Jonadu on the tackle.
And again, he threw that ball across his body, across the middle of the field,
dangerous.
and you're going, oh, no, don't do that. Oh, good job.
So big third down conversion for NAIA. And handoff to Corey Rogers. Rogers gets a big gain, about 6 yards.
I tell you, he put those shoulder pads down and got behind him.
George Figgins II out of Virginia State makes the tackle. And we say it all the time, if you can get 4 or 5 yards on first down, it makes the play calling for the offensive coordinator a lot easier.
And if you're an offensive coordinator down, you're an aggressive guy, then you might take you another shot down here thinking you got 2 downs to pick up 5 yards.
That soft spot, which we said is the middle of the field.
Right, and they've got one linebacker in there right now.
There's a quick handoff. Nice move by Bryce Collins. Wow. And Collins gets the first down and a little bit more down to the 29-yard line. Nice run, nice cut by Collins. Evan Mayer from Michigan Tech on the tackle.
Showed some extra power on that after we thought that he was brought down. He just kept him rolling, and again, he's
not running downhill now. Inside handoff to Frost. Frost has to cut it back in the middle, and that's not what you want to do if you're a speed guy.
No, you want to stay out of there if you possibly can.
Runs into the teeth of that D2 defense.
Good play right there. Again, guy came in and made a good play on him.
Ricardo Housen from Seton Hill. Defensive back, 6'1", 210.
Yeah, he came in out of the secondary right there and got a hold of his jersey and held on for dear life.
2:45 to go. D2 leading 5-3. But NAIA hanging in there. Man wide open. He hits him. Going to be close to the touchdown. That is Jordan Frost. Beautiful throw by Mark Wright Jr. They knock him out at the 1-yard line. But nice route. Great route by Jordan Frost from Cincinnati Christian.
Quarterback kind of got outside a little bit, outside to contain. And the guy ran that route all the way across the field. So, it took time to develop.
Quarterback draw, Frost. He's not going to get anywhere. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage.
Well, the timing was off from the very beginning. You got a bad snap. Snap skipped across the ground down there, and he had to scoop it up, and then he had to look up and try to get a running start. So, that was kind of a bad play from the get-go.
Does the D2, Bryce Collins in the backfield, the lone setback. They give it to Collins, actually, and he stopped at they lost a yard. Down at the 3, I thought that maybe they would tuck it and let Wright do the bootleg.
Yeah, but I tell you, they
He might have lost a yard.
stuffed it up really good
Lost
inside
2 yards.
right there. Drew Mallory from Hillsdale arriving on the scene, you know,
Down play.
going 2 tight ends.
White scrambling around, throws it over the middle of the field. Touchdown, NAIA. And that is Lamont Johnson out of Wardorf. 6'2", 185, and a big touchdown. First one of the night.
Yes, sir. Nice throw right there. But I thought the ball was intercepted for just a second or tipped out of there. But, you know, quarterback threw it in an extreme.
Very patient.
Yeah.
A couple of third down conversions. And the extra point, no doubter, is good.
He nailed you hire you a guy that can run the show over there.
Will Anderson to kick off. High kick. Farmer takes it at his 5-yard line. He was like he was shot out of a cannon and stopped at the 15 by Corey Rogers. And hey, he's a running back trying to make some difference on the special teams.
Well, and that's probably where he would make a difference if he was to get to play another shot
In
to
and
play
out.
it.
No rhyme or reason. Quick handoff to Brown. Brown falls forward for trailing 10-5 in this All-Star Classic from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Temperature's starting to drop a little bit, but a beautiful day overall. Quarterback right now for D2 is Caleb Walton. And Caleb Walton running for his life and his drill. The ball's on the ground. Do they say it's a catch? If it is, it's a fumble. And it is a fumble. Picked up by number 35, it looks like.
We're talking about
that is Hunter Berry. And he did make a football move, but Hunter Berry gets the ball. And it's first down. NAI did not need that.
Okay, this is
That play was stopped from the beginning. Number 42, Trey Barnes, came out of nowhere, and Caleb Walton had nowhere to go and just kind of flipped it over to Frost.
you know, sometimes you just want to say, knock it down, right?
Yeah.
Just knock it down, throw it out of bounds.
Sellers in at quarterback. Hands it off to Bolus. He's still running, pumping those feet. Whistle finally blown. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain. Alex Newshafer on the tackle.
Yeah, like the way he runs the football. He runs with an attitude right there.
Well, he
you
was
know.
stopped 2 yards and kept pumping. Got him an extra 2.
Gotta love that about these guys, you know. You get a chance to do it.
Second down, 6 at the 9-yard line. Quick throw, little receiver screen to about the 5-yard line. Going to be third down and 2.
And all that was set up. That's set up by your
Fancy those
running game. You know, that's just set up by your running game. You get out there, you run it, you put it in his belly, pull it out, and hit the little quick receiver out there in the slot and let him get what he can get.
25 to go, still plenty of game. Bolus is in the backfield. It's a quick strike.
Get the first down.
So Bowles is in the backfield. Another quarterback sneak. And that
Play the pass.
Plan,
You
yeah.
got to play one or the other.
There's a handoff to Bowles, and he's in. Touchdown, NAIA. And they're leading 16-5. Costly turnover by D2 inside the red zone, and NAIA punches it in.
Yeah, that was a run with attitude right there. 5'9", 220.
The extra point by Slavens is up, and it's good. So 17-5.
We haven't seen any yet.
Nope. Maybe we'll see one right here.
Maybe you call them for it.
Kick to Farmer at the 5-yard line. Actually, that was Brown. Brown takes all the way up to the quarterback with Khalil Howard in the backfield. Miller under duress. There's a sidearm ball over the middle of the field, and that's complete. Breaking tackles past midfield is Phil Romero from Adams State. And again, these quarterbacks are getting away with that middle throw. Avery Ford in on the coverage.
I'm telling you, that was a 50-50 ball at best. He's running for his life back there. He looks like old Fran Tarkenton for your older folks listening here.
Well, it seems like all the quarterbacks are running for their lives.
Yes. If you don't know Fran Tarkenton, if you're a younger guy, go ahead and get on your cell phone or whatever right there and put it in Google. He'll pop up, Hall of Famer.
Midfield. A little life of D2 there. Miller looking down the field and nowhere to go, and he is sacked down at the 44-yard line by Alexander Williams.
Okay, let me talk to you about a mismatch.
Talk to me about the mismatch.
Okay, the offensive line, as far as pass protection is concerned, they slid to the right, and they put number 24, Khalil Howard.
Or something down the middle.
Well, they do have a tight end, but they're not using
Howard. Howard has nowhere to go. There's 6 guys converging on him, led by Tim Smith from St. Francis, 6'3", 235.
What a great play by Tim Smith right there. Playing defensive end. They throw the ball out in the flat. Now, he doesn't have to get out there to try to make that play. You know, that's linebackers and secondary stuff, right? But no, he hustles out there. Good motor. He makes the play. That's what it takes.
In the white. 3 wide receiver set for D2. Got a little bit of time. Nobody's open. Fumble and sack, but he gets his own fumble. He's brought down on the play. I tell you what a great play by 31 Aaron Cooper, Kentucky Christian guy. And the drive looked promising. It was 1st and 10 at the 50, and now it's 4th down and 33.
You know, I think this is probably what drives a coach crazy.
A lot of respect here for the punter.
Oh, yeah. That wind must be blowing strong.
Pretty good kick. Going to take a D2 roll down to the 20-yard line, and it went pretty again.
The legs were terribly wide.
But all it would take is one time to get hit. Little jet sweep to Farmer, and Farmer's brought down behind the line of scrimmage at about the 11-yard line. And on that tackle was Mitch Leon Guerrero. And Leon Guerrero read that.
All over. Well, what a play. What a play.
So clock running just under 7 minutes and 30 seconds here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But again, it's 2-day practice or 1-day practice. Looking downfield, and it's intercepted. He's got a little bit of room, got some blockers in front of him. To the 15-10, he may go all the way, and that is Ricky Green, touchdown, Division II, and that's what NAIA did not need, exactly what D2 needed.
You know, you got the lead down here, and you run the jet sweep, and you get tackled for, a 6-yard loss. Second down, you say, you know what, we got to get this thing out of here, so we're going to throw what you think is a safe route, but it's underthrown. Defensive back makes a good break on it, and what a caravan. What a conversion from offense to defense that they made. I mean, you said it yourself. He's got people in front of him. I mean, gosh, it was beautiful.
See it.
And again, that goes back to you got to give credit. Get up the sideline and you get out in front and block for your teammate.
Trent Martin on to attempt the extra point. And it's blocked. Now that could be run back. But it bobbles around a little much, and that's not a rush, Coach. That's just somebody jumping up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we have a 6'5", 6'6" guy, but the trajectory of that ball was pretty low, and it's going to remain 17-11.
I could not tell who got the hand on it out there, and I don't see a bunch of people jumping up and down and congratulating anybody. But I'm
6'4", 6'5" guys up there, but it was a low kick, and Martin's extra point or field goal earlier was a little low. And that's the thing those pros look for. They look for height.
Yeah. Well, somebody, I mean, I know it's a low kick, but somebody's got it.
But
I
like last game with a 350-yard field goal, so we had both of us had a good time.
Yeah,
so far.
We're having what we like.
A high, short kick. Going to be taking it about the 15-yard line. There's a little bit of a seam, but it closes up fast. He gets all the way up to
the words I love. Run the ball. The 3 best words in football.
And they listen And they're getting 3-4 yards a clip. Luckily, the officials are not looking for that kind of stuff tonight. 2nd down and 6, another handoff. Gang tackling. Bowles can't find any way to go.
Yeah, there's
Drew
a bunch
Mallory.
of people over there, not even stripped the ball out. And of course, we got a little more extracurricular activity going on out there. Pushing and shoving.
Talking, you don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, they just need to get out of there, you know.
Well, that's when in the All-Star game, you take all 11 out and bring 11 back in.
Yeah, you know, we can replace you.
So can the D2 defense come through with a big stop with 5:14 to go? Sellers looking, he's sacked, brought down, and they're going to have to punt. Big defensive series for D2, and they're fired up. They're going to get the ball back, down 6. And that is Darius Matthews out of Dixie State. Another sack for Matthews.
And I'll tell you what now, I don't know if they're looking for what's going on right there, but I will have to say D2, they brought a couple of linebackers that time.
Right now with 4 minutes to go. A low kick. Think about that AstroTurf, it's going to take a good bounce. You know, D2 picks it up.
For substitution's sake, I didn't see anything.
Looks like.
Oh yeah, they bring in 7.
A low throw, incomplete, dropped by Farmer.
Ready for something like that.
There's a handoff. Oh, he is drilled but bounced off. Addy Brown, he may have got 2 yards, and they're coming, like you say. Hunter Berry in on that tackle from William and Penn.
Yeah, they're really ramping up right there. I was watching Serge Vita. He's really getting after people.
Yeah, he's had a good game. He's going after it. Right.
He's got a good motor, got good quicks out there. But you know, the guy I really have to like that nose guard sitting in there wearing one of those low numbers. I think you got to keep the ball this time.
Well, they're coming. Running for his life is Watson. The catch is made, and way to keep the play up. There's a flag late. That might be a 15-yarder. J.B. Franz from Oklahoma Panhandle made the play. That flag came from way back. And that might be a 15-yarder, a late hit on the quarterback.
Not sure what they got right there. I didn't see the quarterback get hit, but I think you're
foul.
right.
So another 15 yards. Big 3rd down conversion for D2. And again, it happened on D2 sideline. And another 15 yards, one of the few penalties that's been called today, but it has been chippy, and they're trying to calm it down. And look at this walk-off all the way down to the 39-yard line, 249. D2 driving in NAIA territory, down 6. Walton looking deep, incomplete, intended 10 at the 39-yard line, 2:18 to go. Walton hands off to Brown, and Brown gets back to the line of scrimmage, and I tell you what, that was a big hit by 4-7. Christian Mines out of Langston.
Yes, sir.
That's a high motor guy.
Yeah, he's all excited. He's clapping his hands up right there. He realizes this is 4-down territory. This is the last drive.
It's been 40 seconds run off the clock since the last play. Walton looking over the middle of the field, has a man incomplete. Looking for Farmer. What Walton can do. Here we go. That has a man incomplete, intended for Brown. Side, 4 guys,
it's almost
5 guys.
victory formation here, I believe. Yeah, they just going. Oh, they fumbled the ball.
Out. He got it. I think he got it. Alexander jumped the route. There's a flag on the play.
You know what he did? Guy's putting on the football.
Yeah.
See what he just did with his hand there.
And they just went down the ball.
You know, and going back to the shotgun, there's probably a smarter thing.
NAIA 17, Division 2-11. We'll be back for game 3.